Well, it is indeed. Welcome to the Isle of Wight, the Andrew Uni Stadium, for some National League speedway between the Wight Warriors and the Kings Lynn Young Stars. Well, it's a rather brisky May evening as we head towards the holiday season here on the island. And the Warriors will be hoping to grab some lead points. We're looking around the pits at the moment as the riders prepare for what should be an interesting match here. The young stars, well, they've got a couple of guests in their lineup, Darryl, Ritchings and David Wallinger. Wallinger, of course, rides for the Stoke Potters. And they are using rider replacement for the unfortunately injured Tom Stokes as well. The Warriors, though, look at their lineup, sees them at full strength. That means James Cockle continues as skipper and Mark Baseby at number 1. Can the Warriors get on the winning run? Something they need to do if they are to climb up the National League table. Kings Lynn, well, they also ride on a big circuit up there in Norfolk at the Norfolk Arena. Know what they can do, but the Warriors are up for it. They feel that a win here today could see them sitting pretty in the league table. But very shortly we will go down pit side where Andy Haig is going to be speaking to one or two of the competitors. As always, Andy, very quick on the draw here, asking some technical questions. That's very interesting ones as well. Some of the old machinery there, upright engines going back a bit. We will be having a display of some of these old machines later on with the Men in Black, who will be here on the island once again. See some very famous old race jackets going around. So, Kevin Shepherd there giving out some last minute instructions. Layne Cupitt there warming up his machine. Mark Baseby, Kelsey Dugard chatting with Neil Thatcher, the team manager of the Warriors. So the bikes are coming out onto the circuit. Very shortly we will be underway with the interviews with Andy. Of course, then we will bring you the full parade of the riders. And then, as always, the action starting right at the beginning of heat number 1. The referee today is Reeve, vastly experienced referee from the West Midlands. He'll be keeping things running as smooth as possible. So without further ado, let's have a final look around the pits before we go down and join Andy Haig for one or two introductions and interviews.
Okay, so just about to take to the track for the last league meeting, National League meeting here tonight, and we got with us Lee from the Warriors. Lee, season's nearly over now. How's it been?
Up and down personally. A bit the same for the team, I think. We've just had little issues going wrong with bikes that we can't really sort of change. Just little bits and bobs, but we've changed all them now, so basically we must have a new bike now because we've changed near enough everything on it this season. But we're getting there slowly.
And of course, after having most of last season off, what's it like to come back into the sport? Was it just a break you were going to have, or did you decide at the time to finish within the sport?
At the time, I decided I wasn't going to ride no more. My body had had enough. I was having operations to fix bits and bobs on my body that needed to be fixed, and I'd pretty much sold everything. And then all of a sudden, I get a text at Christmas from Neil saying, "Come and ride." It took me a little while to be persuaded, but I've enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I've forgot how hard it was, physically and mentally. Obviously working full-time as well as racing, yeah, it definitely takes full commitment, but I did forget how much commitment it would be, definitely.
And you've enjoyed coming back and getting on the bike and having a skid again, basically?
Yeah, I just look at it now as I'm past the point of trying to make it a job. I just come here as my Sunday fun, and just enjoy it. Try and look at it as enjoyment rather than trying to earn a living from it.
Now, after having quite a few laps this season around Smallbrook, what's the feeling going around bend 3 and 4 now on the High Line?
Yeah, the track's not quite wide enough. We could make it a little bit wider. Yeah, no, it's yeah, that thrill never goes running right up around the fence, and it's the quickest way at the end of the day, so you got to be up there.
And just one more thing, bends 1 and 2 are slightly different from 3 and 4. Obviously, 3 and 4 are heavily banked. When you come into 1 and 2, do you tackle it completely differently to 3 and 4? Is there a different line that you look for in 1 and 2 as opposed to 3 and 4?
Personally, no. I just head to the fence. 4 laps is grippiest bit. It's going to be the quickest way around, I hope. Not always, but I hope. But a lot of riders do. They try and cut back or try sneaking it around the curb. But personally, I just find it's quicker to get on the fence. And obviously, it takes a bit of a different technique because you're not relying on the banking to bring you back down. But yeah, it's sort of the same technique, but just not quite the same thrill.
Okay, well, it's great to have you back racing again, Lee. I remember only a few years ago watching you on the terraces when you were riding for Paul in the Elite League. So I remember those days, so it's great to have you back again, and it's good that you've got a good season behind you now, and I look forward to seeing you in 2017. It's gone quick, so yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has gone quick. Well, I was just saying on the way here, it doesn't even feel like the season's got going personally yet, but yeah, hopefully we'll see what happens when it comes to next year, but yeah, it's all good.
Well, great. Well, have a safe night tonight, race well, and let's hope we get a nice win.
Cheers.
We're here the scene before tonight's meeting, Warriors versus the Kingsling Young Stars. We've got Scott Campos tonight with us, who is not only riding, but is taking over the mantle of team manager for the Young Stars tonight. How different is that going to be, Scott?
Yes, so different from the norm, shall we say, but Dale couldn't be here tonight for some personal reasons, which isn't a problem, but we've sorted out all the bits and pieces we can before the meeting, so hopefully it'll be running smoothly.
Great, and now we're getting into the run into the end of the season. You have just mentioned to me off camera that you've got a few more meetings left in the National League before you sort of say goodbye to this season, if you like. How are you? How have you been going this season?
Up and down, but we're sort of still in the mix. But it's just now whether we can get the remaining fixtures in before the before the cut-off date. If we can, happy days, and it's all in our hands. If we can't, yeah, we're going to struggle a little bit.
I mean, at least, you know, you're mid-table. You're one above us, I do believe, above the Warriors. So it's going to be an interesting fixture tonight, I think. Having looked at the track, you've been out there, had a look at the track. What's your feelings on the track tonight?
Yeah, it looks good. You know, it might be a bit patchy to start with, but, you know, it's going to create some nice racing lines, so hopefully produce some good racing.
And fast.
Oh, yes, always.
Okay, well, stay safe. Good luck to the boys. Not too good luck, but stay safe. Have a good night, and yeah, we'll see you later.
Cheers. Thank you.
Before this evening's proceedings are underway, we've got Cameron and Martin here. Cameron, looking like a warrior already, riding like a warrior. What's it like to be out on that circuit and going around there, speeding around in your on your new speedway bike?
Good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Now, I've seen some videos of when you were down on the beach, and you've been doing your speedway riding and practicing on the beach. And is that fun?
Yeah.
It is. And you try and get quicker and quicker and quicker?
Yeah.
Yep. And how are you finding it now you've got a big speedway bike? Is it a lot quicker?
Quite a lot.
Is it?
Yeah, but not that much.
Oh, that's all right. You need a quicker one already, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Martin, obviously Cameron had his first ride at the beginning of this season. He's gone on a PW50, he's gone to an 80, and now he's already on a speedway bike. What's it like as a father to bring him here and see that?
Absolutely frightening. Best feeling in the world to see him do it and seeing him achieve something that he's always wanted to do, you know, and much respect to Barry Bishop for making it, you know, a young boy's dreams come true, you know.
Excellent. And like we say, we've been up there, we've been filming in between the races. We've seen his progress as well as we've been filming, and the way he speeds around those corners now. And he even had a bit of a hairy moment on bend 2 one night, didn't you, when you just overcooked it a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you go on your way because we know that you're going to go back on the track soon. Okay, have a good night, and we'll see you later. All right. We've got with us little Charley Luckman here. Charley, you let's come down here a little bit because I'm a little bit tall, aren't I? So Charley here, you were the first mascot to sign, weren't you?
Yeah.
What's it like being on the track?
Good, and I like riding with my electric bike, and last time I enjoyed it on the track with my electric bike last time.
That's it. I remember seeing you last week. I think it was last week, and you were waving to all the crowd as you went by, weren't you? It was really fun. You were going really fast?
Yeah, and when it's got 2 speeds, slow motion and fast motion.
Great.
And when I want it on fast motion or speed or slow motion, or slow motion, I'd like to go in it.
Oh, good, good. Well, we have a quick word with your dad, Jamie. Jamie, you were here in the fans forum when Charley put pen to paper as the first Warriors mascot. What's it like to see him go around this track now?
Yeah, it's quite emotional, really. It's been a progression. He doesn't like the noise of the bikes, but as you can see now, he's really into it. Granddad's very proud of him. Mum's very proud of him, and I think he's made some real progression on that electric bike of his.
Good stuff. Well, we can hear the bike starting up behind us, so we're going to let you get off and let him get on track, okay?
This side, keep to this side.
Like a child.
Our business tonight, please play low noise for the King's Lynn, low sauce. Today's fixtures tonight, the Kings Lynn Young Stars. Now, ladies and gents, boys and girls, it's time to meet the home team tonight. Please make loads of noise, as you always do, and welcome onto the track the Isle of Wight Warriors. We are Warriors.
Flip it as high as you can. He's going to call. You're going to check it's the same one so he doesn't cheat, and then we're going to get on with it. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's tails.
Take E15, mate. 1 and 3. Legend, thank you very much.
Quick photo, guys.
Young Stars, riding number 7, Taylor Hampshire.
1 and 3.
Number 6 is Lynn Cupitt. Number 5, Layne Greaves. Number 4, the skipper, Scott Campos. Number 3, David Wallinger. Number 2, operating rider replacement tonight for Tom Stokes at number 2. Number 1 is Darryl Ritchings, guesting tonight. Number 5, James Cockle.
Wait 2 minutes.
Number 4, Stoneman. Riding with me is Reeve. Number 2, Kelsey Dugard. And riding number 1 is Baseby.
Well, our thanks go to Chris Popple for the introductions and of course Andy Hay for all the interviews, the smart Scott Campos, etc. Riders then preparing for the opening race, as always getting a look at the circuit, which has been pretty heavily watered. Should be an interesting one. James Cockle there, skipper of the Warriors. Multi-camera production here. We hope to get some very good clips as we go throughout the meeting. Some unusual ones as well. The riders coming round, having looked at the circuit, some of them having a second look at the circuit. They will be going back into the pits, and then we will bring you all the action. James Cockle is the skipper there, no doubt he'll be giving some advice as he goes back in there. And of course that young man picking up his hat that he dropped. Mark Baseby, last one back to the pits. He will be the first one out because he's in heat number 1. And the riders are on the circuit ready for heat number 1. It is Mark Baseby we're waiting for at the moment. So the full lineup sees Mark Baseby in red, Kelsey Dugard in blue, Darryl Ritchings is in white for the visitors, and in yellow, Taylor Hampshire, the number 7, takes the rider replacement ride. So usual rules apply: 3 for a win, 2 for a second, 1 for a third, nothing if you come last. Starting Marshal calling them into line to get this one underway. Chris Cass, the start marshal there. The new Go Faster hairstyle for the start marshal as well. So here we go then. Hampshire will go off the inside. Baseby's got the favourite gate, the outside gate, gate number 4. Dugard there on gate number 2. Ritchings there, knows the fast way around his circuit. He's on gate number 3. Green lights on, and away they go in the charge for the first turn. And Baseby's got away there from the outside. Well, we knew that was a favourite gate. He looks over his shoulder there. He knows Ritchings is behind him. Dugard is there in third place. Come round this sweeping third and fourth turns. Down the home straight. Round turns 1 and 2. Mark Baseby it is in front. Second place at the moment, Darryl Ritchings. And he's looking very, very fast. It'll be interesting to see what the time is for this one. For Baseby, established grass track racer, started riding for the Highway Colts and the Crusaders down at Sittingbourne at the Highway circuit back in the a long time ago. So Ritchings there will have to settle for second place because he's nowhere near Baseby, who is in front. He's got this one in the bag. Comes around this big sweeping turn once again, goes down the home straight and cruises over the line for 3 points. So 3 points there for Mark Baseby, 2 points there for Darryl Ritchings, 1 for Kelsey Dugard. That means it's 4 points there to the Isle of Wight, 2 to Kings Lynn. Of course, that is the progressive scores after the opening heat. So Mark coming round to the applause of the crowd. 68.8, not a bad time around here. Of course, track record held by no other than the former world champion Chris Holder, along with Jason Bunyan, the 4 changes of National League. So here he comes, back to the pits. He'll be happy with that one. Looks like he lost a bit of his mudguard there. As we get ready for heat number 2. This will be an interesting one because Taylor Hampshire gets a second visit to the circuit, having been out in the opening race where he ran a last, incidentally. So let's have a look at the lineup. In the red helmet for the Warriors, Layne Cupitt. His partner in blue, Nathan Stoneman, back from injury. Lewis Whitmore is the rider in the white helmet, very smartly turned out riders. And Taylor Hampshire is the rider in yellow. He'll go off the favourite outside gate this time. Let's see if he can make it count. Stoneman certainly done very nicely since he's been back racing. So here we go then. Starting Marshal looks across the line here. He's happy there in place. Signals to the referee, Graham Reeves. Oh, movement there by Cupitt in the red helmet. And he clearly touched the tapes. This one is going to have to be restarted. And, well, there won't be a change. He's got to go back off at 15 metres because you can't replace a reserve. So Layne Cupitt won't have enjoyed that too much, but he does have the ability to pass riders. James Cockle there looking on. Of course, he'll be out shortly in heat number 4. But before then, we've got the restart of heat number 2. There is Cupitt, 15 metres back. So that means Hampshire moves into gate number 3. Stoneman there on 2. Whitmore moves into gate number 1, 15 metres back. On the outside, in the red helmet, Layne Cupitt. So we're waiting very patiently. The starting Marshal letting them dig around. Actually a little bit of over digging, to be honest with you. So here we go then. They're finally settling down. We can get ready for the restart of heat number 2. And away they go. What a start there for Stoneman in the blue helmet. Jet propelled off of gate number 2 there. He goes in front. Second place it is Hampshire. Whitmore's already been passed by Cupitt, who's made up the 15 metres. But it is Stoneman out in front, and he's looking decidedly fast here in this one. There's Hampshire in second place. Cupitt graining on him as well. And this will be a remarkable ride if he can pull back 15 metres on him. He's going right up the bank in here, really screwing it on. Super race. And now he's closing in on Hampshire. This is the race for second place. Hampshire under all sorts of pressure as Cupitt goes right out round the boards. Tries to make the straights a little bit longer. Lost a bit of ground there. Stoneman a mile clear. Down that home straight once again. Hampshire still there in second place. Coming under pressure from Cupitt. There really is busting a gut. Round the final 2 turns, Cupitt going up the banking. Will he do one big last blast? He switches back to the inside, a race for the line here. Softly tight, and he's got him. Or has he? Well, that was tight, and no problems there for Hampshire, who goes into the air fence, but he's up very quickly. But what a race that was for second place. We wait for the referee's verdict on it. No doubt about the winner. That was Nathan Stoneman. But its second place has gone to the rider in red, Layne Cupitt. There it is, scores on the doors. The Isle of Wight have 9, and Kings Lynn have 3. Well, what a race that was. 15 minutes, he's behind and he comes back to snatch a big 5-1-9-3. So we move straight on then to heat number 3, and it's Lee Smart riding in red, Chris Widman in blue. In white, it is David Wallinger, and in yellow, Scott Campos, whose team manager is his father, I believe, Darryl Campos. So here we go then. The riders at the line then for heat number 3. Smart has got the favourite outside gate here. Campos is next to him. Widman on 2. And in white on the inside, David Wallinger. Oh, and Smart a little bit too eager to go there. Goes into the tapes. No doubt about it. We can have another restart here. And it will be with 3 riders only. Or will it? No, it won't be, because probably put Smart back off at 15 metres. The same as they did Cupitt last time out. But as Bryn Williams said there, it's going to be a long night the way this is going. So, wait. It is 15 metres back for the restart. Lee Smart. So that means the rider in white on the inside, David Wallinger. Gate number 2 there in blue is Chris Widman. Scott Campos in yellow. 15 metres back, Lee Smart. James Cockle there having a look on. Sure, he's learning that you don't need to touch the tapes to get a flyer. We will see. Here we go then. Starting Marshal's got them into line. We're ready to go for the restart of heat number 3. And away they go. Oh, it's a super start here for the young stars. It is the rider in yellow, Scott Campos, who's gone in front. Wallinger was there in second place, but he's been passed by Widman. Widman now in the second place. Lee Smart is at the back. Let's go down the home straight there. And what a start that was for Campos. He's leading the way. You heard him talking earlier. Smart goes up on the inside there of Wallinger to take over third place here. And a good race going on up front with Widman chasing hard after Scott Campos. Campos riding mid-track out in the dirt here. Dust beginning to fly. Been a funny old day here today. Widman going up the bank in here. Can he make that pay? Doesn't look like he will. Scamp got to there. There's opened up a little bit more of a gap. Widman though still giving it a go in second place there. Smart will have to settle for the third place. Go around this third and fourth turn for the final times. It's Scott Campos who wins the first race for the young stars there in heat number 3. He takes 3 points. 2 points to Chris Widman. A good third place here for Lee Smart at the back, David Wallinger. 3 points then to the Warriors, 3 to the Stars. There's the scores on the doors. The Isle of Wight have 12 and Kings Lynn, the men from deepest darkest Norfolk, they have 16. Or rather, they have 6. Oh dear. 12-6.
Less than 60 seconds. Here he comes.
So here we go then, heat number 4. Joys of live commentary. James Cockle rides in red. Nathan Stoneman is his partner in blue. Nathan Greaves, fast starting rider in the white helmet, Taylor, Hampshire, out for the third time in 4 heats. He rides in yellow. That's how they line up then for the 4th heat, the 4th of 15. Looking good for the Warriors at the moment. So Cockle's got the favourite outside gate. Nathan Greaves there is next to him in the white helmet. Stoneman was a super winner first time out off of gate number 2. What can he do this time in this heat here? Away they go. Charge for the first turn, and it is Greaves who's made the start. Greaves it is in front, Stoneman on the inside, Cockle on the outside. Hampshire's really struggling with the track here today. He's at the back. No problems for Nathan Greaves. He's out in front. Comes into this first and second turn. Cockle trying to find a way through on the inside here. But Greaves is looking exceedingly fast. Still Stoneman there in third place. He's not far off the mark either. Taylor Hampshire is at the back here, but Greaves is opening up a sizable lead. Into the bottom turn. And, well, it's going to be a pillar-to-post victory for the Young Stars for the second race in a row here if it stays like this. With Greaves in front. Cockle still chasing hard in second place. But he's going to have to settle for that now. You can see the distance there, probably 5 or 6 lengths. Come off the final 2 turns. Greaves it is who wins heat number 4. Second place goes to Cockle. Third place there goes to Stoneman. 3 points to the Warriors, 3 to the Young Stars. And that means the scores are 15 to the Isle of Wight, 9 to King's Lynn. So here we go then, the riders coming onto the circuit then for heat number 5. There is Lee Smart coming onto the circuit in that red helmet. He will go to the inside gate. Next to him in yellow will be David Wallinger taking the rider replacement ride. In the blue helmet, Chris Widman. And in the white helmet on the favourite outside gate, it is Darryl Ritchings. That's how they line up then for heat number 5.
Darryl Ritchings rides in white. The Young Stars in heat number 5. Lining up now for the Isle of Wight Warriors, riding in red is Lee Smart. His partner riding in blue is...
So here we go then, Chris Cass calling them into line to get this 5th race underway. Actually, third of the way through the meeting after this one. Here we go, green lights on. Away they go, and Widman's made a good start there off of gate number 3. Widman is in front. Oh, look at Smart flip through on the inside there. Richards pays the compliment back there as he swaps back up on the inside here, and he's going past Widman as well. Or is he? Widman comes back round him. Smart comes back round him. This is a super race. The rider in white there, Darryl Ritchings, trying to find a way through on the inside here. Really giving it a go. Widman has got the line though, and he's got the pace at the moment, but here comes Ritchings again, really hammering it into the corners here. Smart in third place. He's come round this third and second turn, but some good action here in heat number 5. So Widman it is here in front again. Ritchings loves that dive up the inside here, tries to find a way through. Widman there doesn't quite make it, but he hasn't given up the chase yet. He's now switching to the outside here. Widman moves down, it's getting awfully tight. Oh, it's a horrible looking crash, my word. And well, Ritchings has gone straight under the air fence there, and that really was not what we want to see. And well, literally under the fence. He's coming back out now. And there is a solid fence behind that air fence. So Lee Smart going to check on the visiting number 1. Let's hope he is okay. And, good sporting things here as Chris Widman goes round as well. Let's hope that Darryl is okay. It really was an alarming looking spill. The thumbs go up there, he's up and okay. We can tell you that the race has been awarded. So Lee Smart heads back to the pits and Darryl Ritchings has to walk back to the pits. But we can tell you it is a win for the rider in blue. That is Chris Widman. Second place goes to Lee Smart. Third place there to David Wallinger. 5-1, 20 points to 10. The scores there. James Cockle checks on the visiting number 1 as well. So here we go then, the riders coming out onto the circuit for heat number 6. And riding in red, Mark Baseby, fine winner first time out. His partner in blue, Kelsey Dugard. in white. Also a winner first time out, Nathan Greaves. And on the inside it is Lewis Whitmore. That's how they line up then for heat number 6, 2010. The scores in favour of the home side. Baseby just having a look at the circuit there on turn 4 as he heads back to the line. Baseby and Dugard, good friends, been around a long time. Kelsey's so much promise. If he can get his machine right, his head right, we certainly know what he can do. So here we go then, Dugard on the outside, Baseby on 2, Greaves on the inside, Whitmore there on gate number 3. This is heat number 6. And Dugard has made a super start there, but so has Greaves off the inside there. And Baseby has gone with him. Baseby on the outside, Greaves on the inside, Dugard straight away back into 3rd place there. But Mark Baseby just flying round the outside of Nathan Greaves. Greaves chasing hard in 2nd place. And he won't give up the chase either, but Baseby, who looked exceedingly fast first time out, is looking exceedingly fast this time as well. Around the bottom turn, Baseby up that bank in again there. And he's pulling away now from Greaves. In 2nd place, Dugard has tailed off in 3rd place. At the back, it looks like Whitmore has got some sort of machine problems. There he is on the centre, just pulling out the race. But no problems for the guy out in front, Mark Baseby. Comes from Maidstone in Kent. And looking very, very fast. Rather used to race as well. That was Aaron. Saw him round here a few times. But there's no doubt about it that Mark is going to win this one for the 2nd time tonight. Mark Baseby takes a checkered flag. 3 points to him, 2 to Greaves. 1 point there to Dugard. Another heat advantage there to the Warriors by 4 points to 2. That means they now lead by 24 points to Kings Lynn's 12. A good win there for Baseby. Even though he missed the tapes, didn't take him long to get round the outside of everyone. Super stuff. So we move on then to heat number 7 as we approach the halfway stage of this National League encounter with the Warriors comfortably in front. James Cockle rides in red, Layne Cupitt in blue, David Wallinger is the rider in white, Scott Campos is the rider in yellow. That's how they line up then for the 7th race. Campos was a winner first time out. So can he get another one here? He goes off of the outside gate, which has proved pretty favourable so far. Cockle on the inside.
His partner riding in blue. Brilliant ride last time out. Blasted around the outside. So it's Layne, Master Cupitt.
And of course, Layne Cupitt come from the back last time out as well, didn't he? So here we go then. Starting Marshal walks away, green lights on, away they go. The charge for the first turner. Cupitt's made a super start. Cupitt is in front, Cockle's there with him. Campos trying the outside runners, come down the back straight, and Campos has gone past them all. What a ride there from the Kings Lynn rider, Scott Campos. Comes round this first and second turn there. And well, he was pushed out wide, he kept it wound on, and he flew past both Cupitt and Cockle in one swoop. Cupitt going up the bank in there, Cockle back in 3rd place. At the back, it is David Wallinger, but Scott Campos really enjoying himself out there tonight, looking for his 2nd race win of the night. Down the home straight once again. Looking very, very smooth, very comfortable as well. Still Cupitt in 2nd place. Cockle in 3rd place. Cruising round there. You saw him at the back. He knows he's not going to catch Campos, who is going to cruise to victory here. And that's exactly what he does. He gets 3 points, 2 points there go to the rider in blue, Layne Cupitt. 1 point to James Cockle. 3 to the Warriors, 3 to the Stars. 27-15 the scores now after 7 of the 15 races. James Cockle returning to the pits there.
Look, Barry Bishop, pop up to the referee's box, please. Barry Bishop to the referee's
The dulcet tones of Bryn Williams in the background. Bryn's been around a long time on the speedway circuits. Certainly enjoyed himself.
There he goes down the home straight.
So there it is. Scott Campos, 2 wins from 2 rides. So here we go then, riders on the circuit for heat number 8. Kelsey Dugard in red, Nathan Stoneman in blue. It's Nathan Greaves taking the rider replacement ride in white. Taylor Hampshire is the rider in yellow. Greaves will certainly start favourite for this one, having had a win and a 2nd place. Dugard 2 third places. Nathan Stoneman had a win and a paid win. He's looked good tonight so far. So what can he do in this one here?
Get yourselves ready, sight yourselves up, clap your hands, stamp your feet, air horns, whistles, shout and scream, Kings Lynn. 1, 2, 3.
Chris Popple on the centre there, getting very excited. But he does a fantastic job. Very, very professional man. Great for the fans. So here we go then. Chris Cassidy, start Marshal, gets him into line. We're ready to go for heat number 8. There ought to have been a movement there, and away they go, and it's Greaves who's got away. Greaves and is leading the way. 2nd place there, it is Stoneman. Dugard in 3rd place. At the back there, it is Hampshire. And Stoneman really going for it here. Look at this here. Greaves is out in front. Stoneman really chasing hard in 2nd place. Come round his 1st and 2nd turn. Greaves on the outside, Stoneman on the inside. The dust beginning to fly. Oh, and Stoneman's flown as well. He's not quite parted company with his machine, but he's out of this one, that's for sure. He will go to the centre. Full credit to him for picking his bike up and getting off the circuit. Out in front, leading the way, Nathan Greaves, untroubled now, having shaken off, literally, Nathan Stoneman. So Greaves is going to get another win here. Goes down the back straight. 2nd place at the moment, it is young Kelsey Dugard. And 3rd place will go to Taylor Hampshire. He'll get his 2nd point of the night. There it is. Walk back to the pits for Stoneman. Really was giving it a go. But it is a 4-2 to the young stars. Back to 10 points separating the sides. Because the Isle of Wight have 29, Kings Lynn have 19.
Taking the checker track for the 2nd time. Number 9 is down our Negri.
So here we go then, riders coming onto the circuit for heat number 9. 9 of 15 heats here. Lee Smart rides in red, Chris Widman in blue, Nathan Greaves out again in the white helmet. So far 2 wins out of 3 for Greaves. And in yellow reserve ride here, it is Taylor Hampshire who replaces Lewis Whitmore. Whitmore of course had machine problems last time out. So Greaves off the outside gate, Widman on the inside gate. He's looked pretty good so far. Widman 5 out of 6 for him. Lee Smart so far is on 3, paid 5. So here we go then. Starting Marshal getting them into line. We're ready to rumble for heat number 9. And away they go. Smart's made a good start, but so has Greaves from the outside. Smart moves across there, ruthless, as Greaves swaps back. They hit the back straight here. Greaves comes through on the inside. What a pass. Clever, clever riding there from Nathan Greaves. As Smart tried to block him, Smart's now gone back into 3rd place. But as Smart tried to block him, he just swapped back and said, off you go. And he nipped back up the inside. Through he went, and he's got daylight in front of him. Nathan Greaves it is in front. Second place, Chris Widman. Third place, it is Lee Smart. At the back, it is Taylor Hampshire. So damage limitation here for the Warriors. And Nathan Greaves, though, he is on fire tonight. Certainly likes this circuit. Be nice to see him in a Warriors colours, wouldn't it? Comes round this first and second turn once again. He's going to make it another victory. That will be 3 out of 4 for the young star. Second place at the moment is Widman. There they go. A win for Nathan Greaves. Well, he is absolute dynamite tonight. Second place goes to Widman. Third place to Smart. 3 points to the Warriors, 3 to the Stars. Still 10 points separated inside, 32 to 22. Smart tried his hardest to block off the run there, but it didn't quite work as Greaves swapped back perfectly. So here we go then, the riders on the circuit for heat number 10. And it's Mark Baseby in red, Kelsey Dugard in blue. Dave Wallinger is in white. Scott Campos is the rider in yellow. And interesting, this one, it's sponsor Shazzy Bird. Sharon Hubbard, remember her very, very well. Very good friend of Speedway. Very good friend of mine as well. Sadly, no longer with us. But she's looking down on the Warriors at the moment, that's for sure. Here we go then for heat number 10. Baseby, 2 wins out of 2. Can he make it 3 out of 3? Campos, 2 wins out of 2. Can he make it 3 out of 3? It's going to be interesting. Baseby's on gate 3. Campos is on gate 2. Dugard on 1. Wallinger on the favourite outside gate, gate number 4. Green lights on. Away they go. Baseby it is, who's led from the start. So Baseby leading the way. Second place is Campos. Third place at the moment, Wallinger. Dugard trying to find a way up on the inside. He does. He goes through into third place. Wallinger goes up the banking. The Warriors on a heat advantage at the moment. There's Dugard in third place there, out in front though. Mark Baseby already had 2 race wins. Going to get a third one here. Campos is going to lose his unbeaten record, that's for sure. Unless something happens. Problems there for Dugard. His machine has slowed up there and stopped. And Wallinger's gone through on the inside of him. Very unfortunate there for Dugard. So the heat advantage looks like it's going to be a shared heat. 3 points apiece. There is Baseby. Out in front, second place at the moment. Scott Campos. But a bit of a cruise here for Baseby this time out. So he enters the last lap. Really enjoying himself down here on the island. And cruising it as well. So around the final 2 turns, heads over the line, eases up there, gets a comfortable 3 points for the 3rd time in a row. 2 points goes to Campos, 1 point there goes to David Wallinger. So it's 3 points to the Warriors, 3 points to the Stars, and it's now 35 to the Isle of Wight and 25 to Kings Lynn. So we've still got 5 races to go. We're 2/3 of the way through the meeting, but at the moment things are looking pretty good for the home side. Pretty good for this guy as well, Mark Baseby.
Here he comes. Take your applause.
So we go straight into heat 11. James Cockle in red, Layne Cupitt in blue, Darryl Ritchings, the non-starter, in white. We saw him have that very unfortunate fall. Scott Campos taking the rider replacement ride here in yellow. Here we go, and away they go. The charge for the first turn here, and it is Cockle who's got away this time. Campos in second place, Cupitt there in third place. Come round the bottom turn, the Warrior skipper leading the way this time. Campos in second place. Well, we knew what happened when they met back in heat number 7. Campos absolutely flew past him. He's there in second place at the moment. Cupitt is back in third, but Campos is going after James Cockle. Cockle has a quick look back over his shoulder. Got a sizable lead here. Campos chasing hard in second place. Third place still, it is Cupitt. So it will be a heat advantage to the Warriors should it stay like this. And down the home straight once again. James Cockle looking comfortable. Still in second place there. It is Campos. Not too much excitement in this one, but James Cockle won't mind. He's going to get his first race win of the night. And there he goes over the line. So Cockle gets his first race win. Campos has to settle for second place. Third place there goes to Cupitt. So it's 4 to the Warriors, 2 points to the Young Stars. Shake of the hands. 4 points to 2, 39 to the Isle of Wight, 27 to Kings Lynn. And at the moment, the home side getting nearer and nearer to that 46-point target to guarantee the victory.
Here he comes in down the home straight, the skipper of the Isle of Wight Warriors, James Cockle. Winner reads number 11. Doing his little boogie on the way. The official level his winning time 74.
So here we go then, the riders on the circuit then for heat number 12. Lee Smart in red, David Wallinger is in white, Nathan Stoneman in blue, and Taylor Hampshire replacing Lewis Whitmore in white. That's how they line up then for this heat. The 12th of 15 as we get towards the business end of the meeting. The points just about in touching distance for the Warriors, but still a chance for the Young Stars. Certainly take a point home with them. So here we go then, starting Marshal, getting them ready. Green light about to come on. Away they go. Charge for the first turn. Oh, look at this here. It's Smart who's gone in front. Wallinger in second place. Stoneman there in third. Smart goes wide. Wallinger comes up the inside here to take over the lead. And it was all changed there. So David Wallinger is leading the way. Second place, Lee Smart, going all sorts of problems on turn 2. Stoneman there in third place. At the back here, it is Taylor Hampshire. There is Lee Smart in second place. Made such a good start. Moved across the front there of Wallinger and then got into trouble. Locked off Stoneman. Wallinger went past them both and he's got quite a lead. Round that first and second turn, David Wallinger in front. This will be his first race win of the evening. Only picked up 2 points before now. So the Stars giving a good account of themselves. Wallinger it is in front. Smart in second place. Stoneman there in third place. Will be a shared heat, and that will suit the Islanders very nicely. Wallinger it is who gets the victory. Second place Smart, third place Stoneman, 3 points to the Isle of Wight, 3 points to Kings Lynn. There's the scores on the doors. The Isle of Wight have 42, Kings Lynn have 30. So the Warriors know that 6 points will get the victory. Well, 4 points will guarantee them victory. 6 points will just about make sure that Kings Lynn don't take anything home with them. But David Wallinger is enjoying the moment. He's got his first race win of the night. Well, as always, in the interval here, the kids come out on their bikes. They get a chance to enjoy themselves here.
This is our children's race. The kids love doing this.
And, well, this is all part of the entertainment here at the Isle of Wight that shows that it is more than just a speedway event. It is a family show. It's entertainment. It's enjoyable. The kids love it. And they are the stars, or the warriors, I should say, of the future.
They can hear you around the back, ladies and gents. Keep the Come on, Kelsey. Skip faster. You can do it. And he's slowed down because he knows he's got loads of time and pace there. Well done, first over the line. I hope it's Lucas 8. They're going to need it. Come on, Callum. Come on, Callum. Callum, let's help him out. Here we go. Whoa! Sweep down to, what's your training regime like? He just moved across.
Well, we have a quick look around the pits here while the riders take a break. Lee Smutton looks too happy with himself, does he? He's had a bit of a tough old night, it must be said. But the riders grabbing a quick drink and a breather during the interval here before we get underway with the last three heats. As we say, the young kids out there on the circuit certainly enjoying themselves. Chris Widman, he's enjoyed himself. He's had a pretty good meeting so far. Up 7 points. And quite happy to sign autographs as well. Well, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the action right at the beginning of heat number 13 in just a few minutes' time.
Got your mascot Cameron back out on track. This is Cameron on his new 125cc machine, and Cameron is now a My First Skid factory rider. So it's the first official factory rider at My First Skid school. This is Cameron. He's been put out on a 2.5 machine, Popple speedway machine, moving from his 50cc bike, which he only started riding at the beginning of the season. He's come on leaps and bounds. Going to be a big star of the future.
It's not the racing. It's actually work after racing, but.
So here we go then, the riders on the circuit for heat number 13. Mark Baseby rides in red. James Cockle is in blue. No rider in white. Unfortunately, Darryl Ritchings had to pull out after that horrible spill back there in heat number 5, I think it was, when he was challenging very, very hard. Nathan Greaves then is the rider in yellow. So 3 points here. Even if Greaves wins it, would see the Warriors more or less home and dry. But of course, Mark Baseby defending an unbeaten record here. James Cockle was a winner last time out as well. And Greaves so far has only dropped 1 point. And that was to Baseby back there in heat number 6. So can he get revenge here? He's got the favourite gate. He's off the outside. Baseby on the inside. Cockle there on gate number 2. 42-30 the scores. Here we go. Away they go. And Cockle's made a tremendous start, and so has Baseby. It's the Warriors on a 5-1 here. Greaves back in third place. Go down the back straight, and they're going to have to team ride here, and they're going to have to team ride very nicely. Baseby on the inside, Cockle on the outside. Greaves trying to find a way past Baseby, and he has found a way past him. He's gone into second place here. What a race! Greaves found a way through there. Cockle still leading away. Greaves really chasing after him. Here goes up the banking, down that home straight. James Cockle is in front. Nathan Greaves in second place. Baseby's unbeaten record is going out the window here. He's back in third place. But it's all about Cockle at the moment here, who really has come to the fore. There is Greaves really chasing hard in second place. Come round this first and second turn. Greaves getting closer. Cockle looking over his shoulder. He knows he's got a real tiger on his tank here. It's come round the third and fourth turn, heading down the back straight, down the home straight, heading for the flag. Cockle hangs on. Second place goes to Greaves. Third place goes to Baseby. But another super 4 laps of speedway here at the Andrew Uni Stadium. It's a 4-2 to the Warriors, who now lead by 46 points to 32. So they're guaranteed a win, and they need 3 more points to make sure Kings Lynn go home empty-handed. But Baseby's record goes out the window there, but James Cockle makes sure that he takes the 3 points from Nathan Greaves. Super stuff. So here we go then, riders on the circuit for the penultimate heat. Heat number 14, we got Chris Widman riding in red. His partner in blue, Layne Cupitt. In white, Scott Campos, he's had a good night so far. And in yellow, Taylor Hampshire. Hampshire's only picked up a couple of points here. Campos has picked up 10 so far. And, well, we've got Stoneman so far on 7 out of 9. Layne Cupitt, well, he's also done pretty good. He's on 5 page 6. So it's been a good team performance from the Warriors. So Chris Catt's calling them into place for heat number 14. 14 or 15. Which way will it go? We're going to find out very shortly. Starting Marshal gives the signal to Graham Reeves to release the tapes, and away they go. Oh, Widman away. Widman absolutely flying there. Campos chasing hard in second place. Cupitt is in third place, but Widman was like a jet propelled rocket from the start. Round the third and fourth turn, down the home straight. It is Chris Widman in front. Second place, Scott Campos, and he's not giving up the chase here. Third place, it is Layne Cupitt. At the back, it is Taylor Hampshire. Night for young Taylor to forget, but he is a youngster, be fair to him. Chucked in at the deep end here in National League, but he is doing pretty good. Tonight, it's about the Warriors. The Warrior in front is Chris Widman, who is going to pick up one of his best scores of the season. This will take him up onto 10 points. And round this first and second turn, down the back straight. Looking comfortable for Widman at the moment. The dust still flying around. They've kept it down pretty good, in fairness to him. And it's Widman who takes a checkered flag and 3 points. Second place goes to Campos. He hasn't dropped many points, that's for sure. And third place there goes to Layne Cupitt. So it is a heat advantage, 4 points to 2, 50-34. That guarantees the Warriors all the points, and Kings Lynn will go home empty-handed. So great start though for Widman there. Really flew from the start, and he would have enjoyed that one. And he's coming round to the applause of the crowd here. And the number 4 has done a super job here for the Warriors.
Well, track is
So here we go then, the final heat, heat number 15. We've got James Cockle in red. He's won his last 2 races. Mark Baseby in blue. He's only dropped 1 point to a visitor. That, of course, was back in heat number 13. Nathan Greaves for the visitors. Been the pick of the bunch there. He's been in terrific form so far. He's got 13 points out of 15. Scott Campos is the rider in yellow. He's done pretty well as well. So an interesting last race to finish with. They're racing for pride if you come from Norfolk, because they have been comfortably beaten by the Warriors, been behind since heat number 1. So here we go for the final time. Oh, and Cockle's gone into the tapes there. So we're going to finish the meeting the way we started, with a rider from the home side in the red helmet touching the tapes. Cockle will go back 15 metres. Well, that's going to make it interesting, isn't it? So the tapes back in place. So here we go then on the inside in the white helmet. It is Nathan Greaves. Next to him, Mark Baseby in blue. In yellow, gate number 3, Scott Campos, 15 metres back in red. It is James Cockle. And away they go. It's a smooth start this time. So they race for the first turn, and it's Baseby who's got the drop here. Baseby in front. Second place in yellow, Scott Campos. Third place it is Nathan Greaves. At the back, it is James Cockle. And well, it was always going to be a tough ask to pull this back for Cockle, having touched the tapes here. But it's Baseby in front. Greaves there in third place, and it looks like Baseby's going to win the best of 3 between him and Greaves. Campos goes back into third place there as Greaves goes through, but it's going to have to do something special to make up the ground on Baseby. You can see the distance there. He's got a long, long lead. Still Cockle giving it a go in third place. Go down the home straight once again. But as they go down the home straight, Baseby's coming round the first and second turn. Mark Baseby is in front. Goes into the final 2 turns. Greaves in second place. Campos is going to hang on the third. Cockle giving it a go at the back there, fairness to him. But it's not enough. It finishes as a win for Baseby, the way it started with a win for Baseby. Second place goes to Nathan Greaves, who really has a very good meeting. Third place goes to Scott Campos. So the final heat is 3 points to the Isle of Wight, 3 to Kings Lynn. Gives us a final score of the Isle of Wight on 53 and Kings Lynn on 37. Got some super speedway here at the home of the Warriors at the Andrew Uni Stadium here tonight. But it's the Warriors who take the league points, the Warriors who take the victory, led by this man at number 1, Mark Baseby, with a fine 14 out of 15. And James Cockle doing a tyre burn by the start. This confirmation of the final score. The rest of the Warriors waiting to come out on a victory parade. Chris Widman can't wait. He's had a good meeting. Widman has 10 points. So there it is. Now it's donut time. As he heads back to the pits, the skipper. So let's then have a look. There is Layne Cupitt coming round. Time for us to run through the individual match scorers. And we'll start with the Warriors of the Isle of Wight. Mark Baseby at number 1, 13 out of 15. Kelsey Dugard, 4. Lee Smart, 6 paid, 9. Chris Widman scored 10. James Cockle, 9 paid, 10. Layne Cupitt, 6 paid, 7. And Nathan Stoneman, 5 paid, 7. For the visitors from Kings Lynn, it is Darryl Ritchings who scored 2 points before that unfortunate crash. Rider replacement for Tom Stokes. David Wallinger, 5 paid, 6. Scott Campos, 13, paid 14. Nathan Greaves, pick of the bunch with 15. Lewis Whitmore failed to score, and Kayla Hampshire scored 2. So there you have it. It's 53 to the Warriors, 37 to the Young Stars. Let's go and join Andy Haig down in the pits for some interviews, and then we will bring you the veteran motorcycles. But for me, Cam Burnett, it's time to say goodnight.
After the meeting here up in the balcony of the Premier Lounge, we have Chris Cass, who is our start marshal here at the Andrew Uni Stadium in Smallbrook. Chris, what's it been like this year to have the Speedway back?
Yeah, it's been a great pleasure. I mean, the last 3 years without the Speedway on the island, it's been a terrible time for us all. I mean, I first started 3 years ago, like I said, with Les. And then obviously when I heard it was coming back onto the thing, I was delighted. And then Kevin got in touch and said, how about coming down and being an assistant again? And I said, yeah, definitely. And then a couple of weeks later, he sent another message saying that Les had bad knees and that, and would have liked to take it full time. So I jumped at the chance to do it.
So you took over from the legendary guy, 5 Laps Les, was it?
Yeah, he was nicknamed 5 Laps Les because every season, at least once a time, he'd do a 5-lap race. But I mean, touch wood, I've got 1 meeting to go and no 5 laps.
Cool. Okay, so just asking you a few things about what's it like to be at the starting gate there. Obviously a lot of pressure with the riders, they're all going through their own pressures, and then there's yourself trying to get them in line. What's it like? Have you ever had any issues with certain riders at all?
No, I mean, all the riders are normally pretty good. I mean, obviously they've all got their starting gate, so once they're in the gate, as long as they're in the gate and not over the line, it's a very easy job to do. I mean, I've had no problems. If I tend to move over, they move over. They question it sometimes, but as soon as they look down and you see your hand under the handlebars where the line is, they soon move over. I mean, I've had a couple come up to me after and said, why'd you move me over? And I just told him why, and he was happy with it, really. Yeah, they're all pretty good.
So what else is there? Can you just talk us through exactly what your job and how that pans out once the riders come up to the start line?
Well, obviously you got all four riders, and once they're out on track, they always do a bit of gardening. I tend to let them do the gardening first before I call them up to the tapes, because then it gives them a bit of a fair advantage to them all. But sometimes if one's late out, then I've got to call them up about the gardening. But once the gardening's up, I call them all up. I go from the inside to the outside. Doesn't matter what riders wear, it's gate 1 first, gate 2, gate 3, and then gate 4. And then make sure the spokes are on the second line now, because before it used to be 1 line and 6 inches, but now there's second line. So as long as the spokes are on the line and I'm happy with it, I walk away and then it's over to the referee.
And do you ever get hit by that shell while you're walking away?
Yeah, quite a few times. I mean, it depends. If they're close together on gate 2 and 3 and you walk away, then you get hit with it more. But I tend to try and walk away where there's the biggest gap, so it's less shale. But sometimes, especially in the dry, you get the big pebbles come up, or the shale pebbles come up and hit you. But yeah, it's fairly easy, really.
Good. Well, thanks ever so much for what you've done for us this season. Obviously, 1 more match to go, and then that's the end of 2016.
Yep, that's it. And then the winter comes, and then we prepare the track ready for next year, hopefully.
Good stuff. Well, thank you very much, Chris.
No worries.
See you soon.
Pleasure. Cheers.
Okay, after the meeting then, we are here joined with Centre Green announcer Chris P. Chris, it's first season back for the Isle of Wight. You come in and done the announcing on the Centre Green. What's it been like for you this season?
Hi Andy, it's been eventful. It's been great, to be fair. I've really enjoyed it. what I've enjoyed the most is just the way that everybody bonds together. The way it does really feel like you're not even working with a family, like you're just doing what you enjoy, but with people who enjoy it as well. You know, it's great to be working with people who you get along with so well, you seem to be appreciated by, you know, good work colleagues such as yourself. Well, that's what it says on this £20 note you gave me earlier. It's great, Andy, really enjoying it. I've enjoyed it, yeah.
Because it's not a quick journey down for you, is it? You come all the way down from Leicester.
That's right, it's a good 3.5 hours on the mainland, then the crossing, so another hour, with the crossing and the journey to the stadium, it's another hour at least. So yeah, a good 4.5 hours, but when I was invited to do this by Martin, I said that I knew that Barry lived in Loughborough, just down the road from myself. I live in Melton Mowbray near Leicestershire. I said that I'll happily do it if you guys can get me down there. So with Martin travelling almost by where I live, just a slight detour, he's happy to pick me up en route. So yeah, initially I travelled down with Martin up till Chris Widman signed back for the team, and now I travel down with Chris, which means I don't have to start out quite so early, which is good.
But if he has a bad night, you get to hear all about it all that way home.
Not necessarily, because I travel back with Martin. Chris often travels home with his mechanic, and Mum will travel with them as well. Tina will travel back, and I always end up travelling back with Martin, because then he detours to take me back home, and Chris can get straight home and get everybody home in one piece like that.
So just tell us what it's like when you're out on that centre green and you're kind of trying to fill the time. If there's been an incident or something, you've been trying to fill the time, you're thinking, what do I say next, and bits and pieces. What goes through your mind? Have you got regular patter that you stick to, and then you have other things up your sleeve, or do you just sort of wing it and go with it?
It's a bit of a double-edged sword. I try and fill time with, I have some pre-prepared notes to do with birthdays and shout-outs that I prepare before we come away. I pick things up from Facebook, from the website and stuff, just general things about the team and about things going on, emails that have come in with requests on and shout-outs. Then we get live requests through the night anyway, so I've always got them to fall back on. And then, but I say it's a double-edged sword, because I'm always conscious too of maybe talking too much. It's a fine line. You don't want to be boring the people on the terraces, but you want to keep them informed. And like you said, you do want to try and help fill the gaps. So it's just a case of being informative. I think try a little bit, be a little bit tongue-in-cheek where you can. It doesn't want, the way I see it, doesn't want to be all deadpan, seriousness. You've got to mix the seriousness with the fun element as well. And I enjoy what they do here with the kids and stuff, which gives me more to talk about, more involvement with the kids, more involvement with the parents. So yeah, that's basically what I do. It's not an action plan as such, but it's just an open-ended little what would you say, a little menu of things that I do through the night, yeah.
So just one more thing, we first met at the second fans forum down here at Smallbrook, now the Andrew Uni Stadium, and you very kindly stepped in and did the interviewing for us on that night, and here I am interviewing the interviewer. So thanks very much for that, and for what you've done for the Warriors through the year. We think you've done an awesome job on that centre green, and just one more next week, and then we'll be back in 2017.
You saying that, Andy, from that first meeting, it's hard to believe it's gone so quickly, but it has. I mean, that's testament to the fact we've all enjoyed it. I guess it's not dragged on. We've all enjoyed working together. So, yeah, it's been a pleasure working with yourself and everybody. It makes it all the more enjoyable when people do pull together and work together. The interviews I did for you when you asked were a bit daunting. I've never really seen myself as an interviewer. I do one or two live on the centre green or on the track side, which I don't mind. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was one of those things. It was a challenge. It's nice to be asked. That's the way I look at it. If someone's nice enough to ask you to do something, at least give it a go. And I've really enjoyed it, Andy, working with you guys and working with everybody here. And I can't believe it's coming to the end of the season. One more meeting at home. So I'm going to try now and get some time to see the lads on the road in these last 4 meetings. I've not done a lot of Speedway fan spectatorship, so I'm going to go and do that on the road. Definitely going to Coventry next week anyway. It's not too far from me, so looking forward to that.
Awesome, well, thanks ever so much, Chris B, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Andy, you will do indeed. Looking forward to it. Thanks, everyone.
So after
Cheers.
the meeting, we're in the Premier Lounge on the balcony here, and we have got our 2 stars of our team tonight, Mark Baseby, number 1, and James Cockle, number 5, and skipper. So we won easy tonight, lads. Pretty easy. What was it like there on the track tonight, Mark?
Yeah, it was all right out there. Not to my cup of tea, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, the main thing is we won the meeting. No, it was a good team performance, and yeah, we come away with a fight to win.
Yeah, and just touching on that Heat 15, talking of touching on the tapes there, James, what went through your mind when you dropped the clutch there?
You just asked me to not say a swear word, and that is what went through my mind. Yeah, it happened. I don't know why it happened, because I didn't hesitate all night off the start, and then I decided to do it in Heat 15. I just think I wanted to do the same as I did in Heat 13. But yeah, I'm just happy that we won before Heat 15 for once. But yeah, it's turned out a good team at the end of the season, and I'm glad that it's finished the way it has. And yeah, it's good to be riding with you as well. So.
Yeah. The old boys can still do it.
Very much so. So you guys have stayed in the team all the way through, signed obviously right at the beginning of the season, and you've been there, all the home meetings, all the away meetings and so on, and you've come up, you've finished strong. So how do you feel your riding's been this year, Mark?
To be honest, I've gone a lot better than what I thought, to be honest with it. You know, we've had we had some problems with the clutch at the start of the year. Obviously, we dialed the engine in. We knew we had speed, but yeah, we started getting dialed in, and really get a number one. You know, over the moon really. And you know, riding with these boys, me and James, like every week in week out, it's quite nice to go out and Heat 15 with a rider. You know, who's good and quick. And
don't know about that.
and Heat 15, and generally we turn up with the goods. You know, it don't happen all the time, but. Yeah, it's just, I think earlier on in the season, just lack of riding, we was a bit hesitant, track setups and that, but yeah, we got there.
Right, I'm going to put you both on the spot here now. 2017, okay, we're nearing the end of 2016, so 2017. Okay, Mark, James, would you like to be back with the Warriors?
100%, yeah, definitely. I like the fans. Fans are good.
Yeah, to be honest, I've had a great time. I'm riding well, you know, and riding with James. You know, we have a good crack in the pit. So, yeah, no.
Oldies. We don't take it so serious, but like you say, we have been many a times in Heat 15s, and the pressure's been on us. I don't mean that in a bad way to the other riders in the team, but the amount of times we've been sat there and told by Vatch, "Come boys, just a 5-1." You know, and as soon as he says that, I don't know about you, but the pressure goes poof, straight away, you know. And when we have done it, it is a great feeling to be like heroes, you know. I'm sure you agree, but then it's just gutting when there are meetings that you don't do it.
Yeah, I think also that the fans here on the Isle of Wight, they've really taken to you guys. So not only have you stayed in the team all the way through and done really good jobs, but the fans also, they've really bought into you guys as well. Not just the riders, but you know, as you're signing your bits and pieces, all the kids are coming up to you high-fiving. And what's it like? When you come up to the start line and stuff, can you hear the kids and stuff and all the noise they're making for you?
I don't know. Sometimes I can. Other times, generally with me, I'm trying to look at something decent and get out of the gate, because yeah, obviously gating is quite important. But yeah, when you're off gate 4, you're probably a bit more noticeable because the fans are quite close. See little ones running up and down, and I love it. I try to get them involved, you know, because let's be honest, the little ones, you know, coming through. That's what we want to bring the sport on, and yeah, and you know, they pay our wages. So, but yeah, we want some more riders coming through, pass on some knowledge, because like between me and James, we've had a few seasons under our belts now, and it'd be good to pass on to young ones, which I think we have done with the young ones in our team this year.
Well, all left to say is one more meeting next week against the real young ones, the Great Britain under-21 side, I do believe. So you guys have got it all to do next Tuesday with all the youngsters.
So what's it going to be on the paperwork? Under-21s versus the over-30s, or?
Over 40s, is it? Yeah. All right, mate. Anyway, thank you ever so much, lads. Tonight, we'll see you next week.